And welcome to Genesis Theater, where biblical stories come to life. I am Carson Daly, your host for this evening. And tonight's program is brought to you by the Tommy Figleafer Clothing Company. We've got you covered. Tonight's cast in order of appearance is Lindy as the narrator and Eve, your very own Carson Daly as Adam and Cain, and Doug as God and Abel. So let's join tonight's program, which is already in progress.
As you know, in the beginning, God spoke and created the heavens and the earth. He created day and night, the sky, the oceans, the land, the stars, and the 4 seasons. Then God created a man named Adam.
Hi there, how you doing?
And a woman named Eve. Why, I'm just fine. Hello there.
Hello.
Everything God created was perfect until Adam and Eve ate fruit from a tree. Now, this wasn't just any tree. It was a special tree in the middle of the garden called the tree of knowledge of good and evil. They could eat from any other tree in the garden, but when it came to this one tree, God gave them one simple little rule. He said,
I have given you all kinds of trees to eat from. There are trees that are beautiful to look at, and trees that will provide you with wonderful food. But you are not to touch the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
Now you'd think Adam and Eve could obey this one rule, but they didn't. They ate from the tree. And because they made the choice to disobey God, they were both banished from living in the Garden of Eden. And that, my friends, is where today's story begins.
Go and do not return. You have disobeyed me, and because of this I have covered the land on which you will live with stones, thorns, and thistles. You must work hard to produce the food you will eat. Now, go!
Go, 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 go. Don't you come back no more.
And with that, Adam and Eve were sent out of the garden. They had to work very hard for everything they needed. It was just the two of them, and at the end of each day, they were exhausted from all the work they had done.
Whew, it's getting dark, Eve. I think we should stop working now and return home.
So Adam and Eve made the long journey back to their tent. On the way, Eve told Adam that they were going to have a baby.
A what? A baby?
Yes, they were expecting their first child. When the child grew up, he would help Adam and Eve in the fields. So, several months later, Eve gave birth to a son.
Aw, he's so cute. Look, Eve, it's a boy.
Adam and Eve had been blessed with a son whom they hoped would grow up to be a fine man. They wanted to choose a name that would be honorable for their son. Adam, let's name him Cain.
Cain, Cain, that's his name. Is he saying what a pain, Cain?
I like it.
As time passed, Eve became pregnant with another child.
Well,
she told Adam the news.
Again?
Time passed and Eve gave birth to a second son. Adam and Eve were pleased. Once again, they wanted to choose a name that would honor their son, whom they'd hoped would grow up to make them very proud.
Eve, I've just been busting my brain all night, and I haven't been able to come up with a single name.
Abel? I love it. What a wonderful name.
Abel, he's no fable, precious Abel.
I like it.
The boys both grew up to be big and strong. Cain became a farmer, and Abel became a shepherd.
Oh, what a fine flock of sheep I have,
said Abel.
Of course, there are those that are smaller than others, and there are those that are my most prized and valued. If I wanted to please God with an offering, I'd give him a sheep with the fattest portions.
Now, in biblical times, animals were often killed for God. It was considered a way to worship God.
Meanwhile, I labor all day here to produce the few crops that grow in this land,
said Cain.
I'm very busy, and now I must apparently make an offering to God. Fine, I will just have to hurry and throw a basket of food together or some such thing and be done with it. I have no time for this.
Two brothers, two choices. What you gonna do?
And there you have it. 2 brothers, 2 choices. Abel chose to take his most prized sheep to God as an offering. Cain chose to keep his most prized crop for himself. When the time came for them to present their offerings to God, it wasn't pretty. God said,
Abel, you have placed before me several of your fattest sheep. I am well pleased. As I watched you make your selections, I knew your choice was to please me by giving me your best offering. Thank you, Abel.
Everything that I have, I give to you, God.
And you, Cain, your offering is careless and thoughtless. It does not please me in the least. Is this the best you can offer me?
Careless and thoughtless? That's what you think of my offering? I can't believe this!
Look at how angry you are. By the way you are acting, I can see what is in your heart. Even now, your heart is filled with anger, not love. Cain, sin is crouching at the door of your heart. It wants to come in, but you must shut the door on it. Do not let it in.
But Cain would not listen. He ignored God. Cain had his own plan, a plan that would change things forever.
Oh, Abel, come with me to the fields. I have something to show you.
Well, what is it you wanted to show me?
Oh, nothing at all, little brother. Nothing at all. Just take a look around and take it all in. You won't be seeing it much longer.
What?
My dear brother Abel, I am sick of your righteousness, and I am sick of you, and the sooner I get rid of you, the better.
And with that, Cain attacked and killed Abel. Later, God spoke to Cain, asking,
Where is Abel? Can you tell me?
How am I supposed to know where he is? He doesn't need me to watch after him. He's probably watching his silly sheep.
I do not believe you. What have you done?
What do you mean? I haven't done anything.
Do not lie to me. You have killed your brother. You have made many choices which do not honor me. Now you must suffer the consequences of your actions. I have already covered the land with stones, thorns, and thistles, and now, no matter how hard you try, Cain, you will never be able to make the crops grow, and you will be a wanderer forever.
What will happen to Cain?
I don't know.
Will he be forced to wander from place to place in search of a home?
Maybe so.
Where will he go?
Not to the show.
What is in store for him?
We don't know.
For answers to these questions and to learn what does happen to Cain, turn into the first book of the Bible called Genesis and read it for yourselves.
Read it for yourself.
Join us next time for another exciting story from Genesis Theater. In the meantime, this is Carson Daly saying so long, take care, and good